The questions can get a bit detailed and intimate, so if any friends or family are watching, have fun.
I'm sorry, that doesn't mean I don't care about your feelings.
Love of God, Jesus, the whole...
Hey fam! It's your favorite interracial couple. If you're new here, I am Pearl in his jersey. We are into games, challenges, vlogs, and story time. So if you like our content, please do subscribe to our channel, and then don't forget to like our videos. So Jess is going to tell you what this card game is about.
Alright, so Pearl showed me a thing, and we got this card game in. It's like the Skin Deep Challenge, or it's called the And Couples Edition. So essentially, we're going to ask each other like 4 questions, and we got to answer them too. So we're going to go through it and really reveal some juicy stuff.
Yeah, and the questions are from the card.
Yeah, from the cards. So we'll pick like 4 of these, and we'll just ask them back and forth. But we got to sit like really close together. Take like 30 seconds to just stare at each other before we start asking. So I'll ask her a question, and then she asks me the same question. So we'll do that about 4 times, or 8 times.
So wait, do you pick 4 cards, not pick 4 cards, or we'll both pick?
I'll pick 4 and you pick 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess we both have to answer them.
Alright.
Oh, but we can do it randomly or off the top. We just open the game, so we don't know what order they're in.
Yeah, it's any of the questions as well, so it'll be fine.
Pick your cards.
So I'm picking 4 cards.
Let's go first.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay. Pearl's going first.
Alright.
And forewarning, the questions can get a bit detailed and intimate, so if any friends or family are watching, have fun. Proceed.
Yeah, alright. So what do you think I'm learning from you?
Ooh. These are real
You're
difficult
supposed to look at
questions.
me. Wait,
Oh, yeah, we can do
I'm
30
supposed
seconds.
to look at you.
We're supposed to do it for 30 seconds.
Oh, wait. So,
We already screwed up the game.
was I supposed to like look at you for 30 seconds before asking the question? Or I have to ask you, then you look at me for 30 seconds before?
No, we just look at each other before the game starts for 30 seconds.
Oh, alright. I've already asked you the question. So.
Yeah, you need some time to think about it,
This is so awkward.
I guess. Why is this awkward?
I don't know.
You can handle face-to-face interaction.
I can.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
can.
engrossed in your video world. So
What do you think I'm learning from you?
I guess we'll say Pearl's learning from me. No wonder this is gonna take a long time.
1 eternity later.
She's learning all about food, American food and takeout. She's learning many different varieties of food, what different American food is, how to order food.
How to order food?
Yeah, we go to restaurants, like, I don't know what this is, and you know, like talk about things, and other restaurants where you have to like build your own. Yeah.
Okay.
Going out to eat. She's learning how to go out to eat with me.
Yeah. So is that it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So Pearl, what do you think I'm learning from you?
I think he's learning from me about Africa, because he hasn't met anyone from Africa. He's heard about Africa, but then he had this, this, I wouldn't say bad, but incorrect mindset about Africa. He thinks Africa is all about wild animals. So he's learning a lot from me that it's just another country that is basically like the US, but then of course like things work differently over there. And I'll say lifestyle. I won't say lifestyle. When it comes to like Christianity, we are both Christians. I think he's learning from me to also see God as his father. Because to me, I think God is my father. I can go to him anytime. I can ask him anything I want at any time. But then he thinks like, he sees God as like that boss figure. I see him as my father, so I talk to him anytime, in anywhere. So I think he's learning that from me. I don't know what you have to say about that.
Yeah, a little bit. We talked about it before, so yeah, pretty well. Cool. Question 1. My turn.
Yeah, I'm supposed to look at me, right? For 30 seconds.
I think that was just in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before the game.
All right.
They didn't say it repeated every time, so. All right. In which moments do you not trust me?
In which moment do I not trust you?
Hopefully during this game at some point we don't end in arguments or bitter feelings. It's all fun and games.
Yeah, but like, to be honest, I can't think of any moments where I don't trust you.
I guess that's an answer. We'll count it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, at what moment do you not trust me?
I'm beginning to not trust you when you're just behind me. Likes to slap me on the butt, and I flinch every time. And I don't like it. But she does it and likes to annoy me. So I'm beginning to be untrustful when she's behind me.
Yeah, the fact that he flinch all the time is just like amazes me, and I enjoy doing that.
Terrible.
All right.
What's your card?
It's like we're talking about this recently. So how have we grown lazy in our relationship?
Oh boy. Oh well. In our relationship or like our day-to-day activities?
Wait, in our relationship.
I guess for 2 different things.
Yeah. I think what we've been talking about is totally different from this.
I think so.
Yeah.
Lazy in our relationship for a couple newlyweds. Shouldn't be happening much these days. I would say we haven't tried very much lately to really surprise each other or like be glamorous for each other. We're just kind of settling into our life, and then like I come home from work and you're like your hair's all crazy and you're just like same clothes you woke up with. I come home from work, I just put on some comfortable clothes and we sit on the couch. Like that's kind of been a good routine for a little bit. So
you think that's lazy?
yeah, I think it might be. That's my answer.
So I have to answer that now.
Yes. Let me ask you. How have we grown lazy in our relationship?
Oh, so I'll say we're grown lazy when it comes to cooking. So before we got married, we were trying a lot of like what's the word?
Experimental.
Yeah, we're experimenting a lot of like food that we see online. We just go to Walmart or Kroger and just buy the items and come and cook. But then, since we got married, we haven't tried that. So I think we're not lazy in trying out new food. That doesn't mean I don't cook. I cook, but we haven't tried making any new meal or dish.
Yeah, not much. We did ice cream a little while back. That was took like 10 minutes. I haven't tried much. But yeah. So I think we're just getting a little lazier in general. Settling into it.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have to get too lazy.
That's true. Yeah, kick it back up. Okay. How have your feelings changed? How have your feelings for me changed?
Changed. I'll say my feelings for you have changed in a good way, because I first met you, we were friends, and I realized I loved him. We got engaged, so I mean it kept increasing, it didn't decrease, so it changed in a good way. If I'm getting the question right. Am I answering it right? How? Yeah. So I think it's changed over time, and I mean it's stronger now that we are married. Yeah, and of course newlyweds. How have your feelings for me changed?
Well, I would say since we've been married, there's definitely more like a stronger, like deeper feelings for you. So like I think of more future stuff than I ever have in regards to how our lives are gonna do. So definitely just more care for like our well-being and how like our lives are gonna play out. I don't know if that's like a change of feelings, but they're definitely deeper.
Feelings, yeah.
So my feelings have gotten a lot deeper.
The deeper thoughts.
Yeah, deeper thoughts. Love that.
Are you next?
It's your turn.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. What do you think would help improve our relationship?
If the world lost the internet. Like our relationship would skyrocket without the internet. We'd be doing great.
Oh, really? Do you want to tell them why you're saying that?
I say that because Pearl loves YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all those social media platforms and entertainment things. I find them to be fun, but if they were without, I don't think I would flinch too much.
But then how is that affecting our relationship?
Well, I mean, it's harder just to talk to you because you're busy and half distracted on your phone all the time. So getting like intimate moments is harder to get to with you.
Really?
And it pushes me away from them because I don't have to distract you from your precious phone.
All right, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna improve. I can't promise like, right away, but over time. All right. Oh
yeah, your routine. What do you think would help improve our relationship?
I think if you listen to me more attentively, and if you speak more calmly sometimes, because you might think you're communicating to me in a nice way, but it's actually coming out very harsh. And I know we talk about that, so I think that's what is going to help improve our relationship.
We're getting deep, guys. More than skin deep. Cutting to the heart.
Yeah. Wait, are you supposed to answer the question?
I said the internet. You said this. Oh, well, I think this one might be kind of an easy one. How would you define our relationship?
Classic. Perfect. To be honest, we have issues. We have this tiny misunderstanding, quarrel, but not anything big. But I think it's perfect. I wouldn't ask for anything more than this. Seriously. How would you define our relationship?
So my mind went to kind of in movies. And people are like, so how are you and Brian doing? What are you guys? Like, I don't know. You need to have that define your relationship moment. So for me, it was real easy because we're married. Define our relationship as married. We're not dating. We're not hanging around. We're not boyfriend, girlfriend. We're married. We're legit.
Yeah.
I would say that's how I would define it.
So that's my last card.
Your last card.
What do you think is the hardest thing for me right now?
Finding motivation for school.
Yeah, you have a point. I have motivation for school, but it's just so hard. I mean, I'm doing my PhD, if you don't know. It's just so hard. So hard. And when it comes to coursework, I have a problem. But then having to like decide on the research question I want to work on for my dissertation is so challenging. Yeah. So sometimes I just get like demotivated. If there's a word like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to do this. I want to like stop. I want to quit. But yeah, you're right.
What do you think is the hardest thing for me?
I think the hardest thing for you right now.
These are fun. We might have to do a part 2 together because we got a lot of cards left. So
Yeah.
we'll run through them.
If you want part 2, just let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe. Come on, guys.
Yeah. The hardest thing for you right now is to withstand me touching your back or spanking your back. That is what I think is the hardest thing for you right now.
So you know I don't like it, so you're gonna keep doing it.
Not because I want to be mean. He doesn't like it, but it doesn't hurt him. And sometimes we laugh about it when I do it. So I think it's
okay.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, that doesn't mean I don't care about your feelings. I do.
Right.
Alright.
I got a hard life though. That's the hardest thing for me. Is that work's going okay? It's busy, but I can handle it. Helping Burrow out, hanging around the house, going to church. It's all going pretty good. Not a good spot. Yeah, here we go. Final question. What is one thing you never want me to forget?
What is one thing I never want you to forget? The love of God. Yeah, because if you always remember the love of God, you're gonna like reflect that in your life, and I'll be able to like get that love from you as well. Yeah. What? Are you
Do
emotional?
you have a question for me?
I thought you were emotional. What is one thing you never want me to forget?
Well, babe, as a Christian couple, which we are, it's essentially the same thing. Love of God, Jesus, the whole, it's the rock of our foundation and who we are. So obviously if we forget about Jesus, then our whole lives are going to be just disorganized and painful and hurt and all that good stuff. So, all that bad stuff, that good stuff. So yeah, pretty much just who we are as Christians.
Okay.
So we'll say the or the skin deep challenge is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'd say our questions on a difficult scale were probably only like 6 out of 10. I'm sure there are much more difficult, awkward ones in the deck, which I'm sure we could get to at some point.
Yeah. I think it's a good game because it helps you to think about things you haven't thought about, like petty things you think is not necessary. It helps you to think about it, and it helps you to connect more with your partner. So it's a good game.
Yeah, I like that. Awesome. But as always, we're JP Swirl.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So don't forget to like our videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let us know if you want part 2 of this video. We'll bring it your way.
See you next time.
Toodaloo.